Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Wimbledon officials are hopeful that Kate could attend Wimbledon to present trophies. As the patron of the All England Club, her presence is highly anticipated. The club's chair, Debbie Jevons, stated, "We're hopeful that the Princess of Wales will be able to present the trophies as the club's patron, but her health and recovery is the priority." She also assured that the club would provide as much flexibility as possible regarding the event. Royal historian Richard Fitzwilliams tells Time, "The Royals and Wimbledon have one thing in common. They are the world's most high-profile family, and Wimbledon, I would argue, is the world's most high-profile tennis tournament." The British royal family's relationship with Wimbledon dates back to the early 20th century, significantly influenced by the Duke and Duchess of Kent. As Katie Nicholl, royal editor at Vanity Fair and author of Kate, the Future Queen, tells Time, "The royals are as synonymous with Wimbledon as strawberries and cream or Henman Hill." For Fitzwilliams, Wimbledon and the royal family share a symbiotic relationship. The British royal family's connection to tennis predates their association with the tournament itself, beginning with Henry VIII. According to the Historic Royal Palace's website, Henry was a talented player in his youth. In 1519, the Venetian ambassador noted, "It was the prettiest thing in the world to watch Henry play tennis." Between 1526 and 1529, the first tennis court was built at Hampton Court Palace for Cardinal Wolsey. This court was later replaced by a new one for Charles I in 1625. Fitzwilliams adds, "Cardinal Wolsey apparently was the first person to pair strawberries and whipped cream. It was at a banquet that he mixed them. Since then, this sweet treat has been closely associated with tennis spectatorship in the UK." King George V and Queen Mary were the first royals to attend in 1907 before they ascended the throne in 1910. George V was asked by the then secretary for the Wimbledon Club, George Hilliard, to become the president of the All England Club and present trophies to the winners. This tradition has continued to the present day. In 1926, King George VI, then the Duke of York, became the first and last royal to participate in the tournament, competing in the men's doubles tournament with his friend and mentor, Sir Louis Greig. He lost fairly ignominiously, says Fitzwilliams. Queen Elizabeth served as patron of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club from 1952 to 2016 and attended the tournament only 4 times. Fitzwilliams noted on her 90th birthday, she retired from the role, handing the baton on to Kate. Kate has brought youth and renewed interest in Wimbledon courtside fashion. Fashion commentators eagerly follow her Wimbledon wardrobe each year, which has historically included garments from luxury brands like Alexander McQueen, Dolce & Gabbana, and Balmain. Nicholl said, "If you ever want to see a competitive streak between her and her husband, put them on the tennis court because that's where it comes out. Kate has a very commanding presence in that royal box. She's always wearing a fantastic outfit, but more than that, it's her enthusiasm when she's watching a great game. She's so involved." While royal watchers eagerly await updates on Wimbledon, Kate's cancer treatment remains the larger theme. Royal expert Ian Pelham-Turner tells Fox News Digital, "There are many whispers by those who wish to further their careers, but in reality, when the royal family wishes to close the doors on the world, they have had centuries of practice in the art." British broadcaster and photographer Helena Shard claimed that Kate has turned a corner with her treatment. Although she will feel an element of uncertainty on occasion, this is far outweighed by the feeling of gratitude. Chard said, "Her health is improving and she has a renewed zest for life. She is thankful for the public's love, which has given her a huge boost." Spending time with her family brings her joy and she is living in positive flow where possible. Princess Catherine has also created fun times with her children. Is she aware that children are easily impacted negatively by illness? The family plans their annual pilgrimage to Balmoral, hosted by King Charles and Queen Camilla, until early September. However, it is uncertain if Kate will join them. Palace Intrigue will be right back. In the Express, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams admires the hard-working Charles, but also cautions against doing too much. Fitzwilliams writes, "It has been inspiring to see how King Charles, a workaholic by nature, who is also battling cancer, has carried out so many royal engagements recently, including Cartier's Queen's Cup Polo, the Garter ceremony at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, as well as attending 4 days of Royal Ascot. This magnificently organized event was blessed with perfect weather throughout. A busy royal week in Scotland is planned too in early July. The Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, which takes place in Samoa this year in October, was to have been followed by the King and Queen touring the Antipodes and Fiji. Already there have been reports that this will be too taxing and that their potentially exhausting itinerary is being rearranged. We have no idea when William and Catherine will be able to tour abroad next. Their next tour will, when it happens, be a major event. The recent mixture of the ceremonial and formal have given us some unforgettable royal memories and images. The royals have also been seen helping others despite their afflictions. The world is watching and wishes them well. Tom Sykes in the Daily Beast goes one further, pointing out Clive Alderton, King Charles' private secretary, who was memorably nicknamed the Wasp in Prince Harry's memoir, has been in Australia in recent days preparing the ground for his master's forthcoming visit to that country, expected to take place in mid-October this year. The absence of an Alderton sighting in New Zealand, however, has served as yet more evidence that Charles has now all but cancelled his tour of that country, which was to be bolted onto the Australia trip. A proposed trip to Fiji has also reportedly been shelved. As to why his office has appeared so intent on maintaining what many now believe is the fiction that he is still going to New Zealand and Fiji, a royal source told the Daily Beast they are in denial by continuing to say that planning for the overseas trip is full steam ahead, but the orders come from the top. Charles is optimistic and desperately wants to keep going with everything. Missing New Zealand is a great loss, and it will be a source of great regret for him, because to be honest, he probably won't be doing it again. But it's frankly incredible that he is still doing Australia, and that should be celebrated. Australia is such an important part of the Commonwealth that Charles feels it is absolutely non-negotiable. There is considerable popular antipathy to the entire concept of the British monarch being head of state there, and of course he doesn't want to go down as the man who lost Australia. To go there when he is being treated for cancer wasn't what he planned, but you could hardly think of a better way of letting Australians know how important they are to the Crown. A friend told the Daily Beast, Charles is keenly aware of the importance of a visit by the monarch, not just to a foreign country, but to domestic charities and organizations. This is why he has been determined to do as much as he can, meet as many people as he can, and support as many causes as he can. Sitting in splendid isolation in Balmoral with his feet up would not be good for his morale. But at the same time, if the doctors and his wife say no to something, he has to listen to them. I think that is what we are seeing now. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Write a review, leave some stars if you're enjoying the show. And don't forget, we now have merch and subscriptions available to support the show. You can see all the links in the show notes. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.